Hi everyone, do you like Disco Cocogoat? Well, if you do, then please stick around. Okay, so just memes aside, I've got a C0 Triple Crown Ganyu. I've been using Ganyu for a really long time, obviously just with the Skyward Harp. So this is something that you might typically expect as the top end of like a free-to-play experience. So if you guys want me to go into a bit like more depth with Ganyu, how she works, why she's great, what's like some of the weaknesses, then just let me know. It is something, she is quite a fun character, but there are obviously some drawbacks and things that you need to consider. Obviously, in the background footage, I'm just sort of messing around, just sort of setting up here for that YouTube thumbnail. And there we go, got the thumbnail moment, pretty nice. And now we're just going to continue messing around with these wolves. So the big thing with for me about all the different characters that I think a lot of people don't really talk about is the way in which damage is distributed. So you'll see here, I've got two very interesting characters, Yula and Ganyu, on the same team. The one character does a consistent high level sort of DPS, and the other character, like Yula, literally packages all that DPS up into like a single moment. And I think a lot of people don't really talk about this, but the way in which damage is distributed in Genshin Impact, I think is also quite important because it does impact perceptions overall. So a lot of people like to see one big number, and you guys know that one big number is not really accurate when you've got lots of small little numbers and ticking off in the background, and that is sort of exactly the trap that people fall into with Genshin Impact. And you can also see it with Ito Arataki. A lot of people think, he's like great for dealing damage, but they don't understand what makes him good and what does not make him good. In particular, him and Ganyu, for instance, would not work really that well on the same team because both of them want that field time. It takes about roughly 2.5 seconds for Ganyu to get like to go between charge shots, and that can impact your DPS. I've said it many times before. As impressive as that looks, if I go with my Kokomi or Elemental Burst, she literally outdamages my Ganyu. Well, my C6 Kokomi, that is. And even you, like as a free-to-play player with Kokomi, your numbers would look very similar to a Ganyu like critting. You should be able to get like 40 or between 30 to 40k per 2.5 seconds. And I think these are the sorts of things people don't really talk about, and because it's much easier to just sort of sell people a big number as opposed to sort of lots of small little numbers accumulating. And it's in the same way. That's why a lot of people sort of think Electro needs a buff, but where in reality it does not. It actually scales really well. And it's these sorts of things that I hope I can sort of just make more obvious to people, and yeah, hopefully you guys can enjoy it. Oh yeah, and in the background I was actually waiting for the bubble to pop, and then Bake Karage killed the Ruined God, so there's the moment ruined. Obviously we just cleared the Spiral Abyss now today, just the sort of new cycle. Just gonna grab all those Primo Gems. Regarding Sheni, I am busy saving up as much as I can, not real world like in game. So if I do get like very good pulls, like some of the streamers have recently with their Ito pulls, then we might consider doing perhaps like one or two Shenhe giveaways. But if that doesn't work out, then it doesn't. But yeah, stick around and we'll see how things go.